So, I did DMT the other night with about 3 of my friends. It's about the 75th time that I've done it. Somewhere around there. I know, I've done DMT more than you. I should get a t-shirt, that would be dope. Anyway, with me, I feel like it continues on where it left off. You know, like it takes me back and continues on. So it took me to the file cabinet where they store all the universes. And they got so many of these things that if they lost one, they wouldn't even realize it. Kind of like the movie Soul. You need to check it out. The Disney movie, SOL. Now, all we are its manifestation of its thoughts, like a fractal. We continue on and go ahead about what we do. But we're not real. We are just its thoughts. We're like Pinocchio. We're the little boy that wants to be real, but we're not. So now with that said, not being real, it enables you to process and present and manifest all the illusions of that you want. Now, it was a big debate. I don't want to say a big debate, but it was a debate with one of my friends who was tripping with me. And I was trying to tell him that, you know, there is no meaning to this. Life has no meaning other than the meaning that you set forth for it. And if it's the meaning that you choose to give it, that means that there is truly no meaning. Because if it really had meaning, it couldn't be the meaning that you want to give it. It had to be that distinct meaning of what it exactly is. So if life is meant for anyone to figure out its meaning, that means at the end of the day of it, it's nothingness. It's a blank canvas, which truthfully is the only way that it can enable everyone to have their own, not wants, but their own, their meaning, their ideals to this. Because if it was set in stone what it was, then whatever this person means it is, it's not. It will always be this, you know. Now a couple, like I said, 3 of my friends tripped out. One of them, it was his first time. 2 of them was the first time. One of them was the first time, and they told him, "You're not ready." I didn't realize that till later. He called me and told me later, because he was dazed. He was gone for about 40 minutes, and he was still buzzing it for about like another 2 hours. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I've tripped out about like 35 people, and that's the first time I've ever seen. That's not true. I've seen a whole bunch of different things with it, but that's very rare that I've seen that. But it was wild because the third person who went, he too went 40 minutes. And I was like, man, you know, I'm getting hungry. You know, I'm sitting these people, I'm like, man, can y'all come out of this? So I can get back to regular life. So, but he too was lingering for about like 2 hours, 3 hours until he went to sleep. The second person who went out of the 3, he kind of went in and went out. That's kind of what it does for me most of the time. I get right in and kind of go right out. There's only been a few times where it's lingered, but it has never lingered that long like that. But one of the other person's trips, he was saying, "Oh, I know he went far," because he's done it before, and he was kind of like he was on the dance floor, and someone hit it with him. And when he was telling me that, I was like, "You were still able to dance on this stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, I was dancing with it." I was like, "Okay, I don't think that was pretty strong." But when he hit my stuff, it was potent. And it took him there, and he was out. He was like, "Oh yeah, there's no comparison. I had to sit my ass down for this." And but in his trip, he was finding that there is no worry, you know. I was kind of channeling with him. I wasn't really channeling. I've channeled with a couple people before. I've seen 2 people straight channel off this stuff, like just come right in, and I wasn't even talking to them no more. I was talking to the beings through them, so whatever entities through them. But this person, he wasn't channeling, but it's like he could hear he was still connected. So I was asking him questions and stuff. I was just asking him about actually what I was just referring to you about, it having no meaning. When I came out of it, because people who are connected, they're usually more in tune and are closer to the truth and away from opinion a little bit more, so you can kind of get a more authentic read on it than I would say just your own opinions, you know. But yeah, that's just a DMT Chronicle update, just giving y'all some news. Life is meaningless, but it does not mean that there is no meaning for you. That's really kind of what makes it beautiful, because if life only had one meaning, then it would be that one meaning, and there couldn't be like these 8 billion people in the world doing all the things that they love and all the things that they want to do. But all this is just a facade, a lie. It's fake. And that's actually something I was saying to him. I was like, to my friend Darren, who was under, and I was like, it's fake, isn't it? It's like, if this is an illusion means it's fake, and if it's fake, it means it has no meaning. And he's connected, and he's like, listen, and he's like, yeah, it is. So, man, this stuff is bittersweet, for real. Life is so bittersweet. But there is no yin without the yang, and knowledge is not meant to be pretty. That's for beauty pageants. So, live, learn, love, respect.